Muy buenas a todos, soy Focumero, esto es Focumero Gaming. Estamos invadiendo la base de los CANAL. Una pequeña base, diría yo. Y mientras hacemos esto, estamos con los héroes, ganándonos el favor de todas las civilizaciones orcas. Este es que no nos quiere ni que entremos. Matando a los campeones. Vamos a continuar por aquí arriba. Oh, mira, no. Vamos a quedarnos por aquí, cerca de la base. No quiero acabar con los kills sin hacer alianza con todos estos. Que me desbloquean las unidades. Venga, va. Tiene que estar por aquí arriba. Transfórmate en el lobo en cuanto puedas. Y ya por el jefe. ¿Estos son? ¿Qué son? Orcos salvajes. Son estos, ¿no? Son caballería. Ah, no, se dice contra caballería, son infantería. Son estos de aquí. Fuera el tipo este, otra vez. Vamos a hacer una adventisca.
It's over. We beat your champion. Now follow the law of Zarok and stop the fighting.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have
Esto aquí,
expanded.
con estos. ¿Qué atacan? ¿Quién está atacando aquí arriba? Estos son los caballeros.
Yes?
Por aquí no hay nada más. Aquí tenemos un puesto de trabajadores
Fine.
que no voy a aprovechar, creo. No sé. Torre de vigilancia. Los pondré en torres. Vamos por aquí arriba, por este sendero.
Yes?
Vamos a acabar con este caballero primero. Lanceros, ¿dónde estáis? Venid aquí. Vamos a acabar rápido con ellos. No, son todos jinetes. Aquí un oso también.
We're under attack.
Vale,
That's the way.
ya están aquí todos.
Sure.
Grupo 2.
We're under attack.
Corporal? This way, right?
Y se puede hacer una expansión más, seguro. Que no sé es dónde. Creo que es esta, que es la que se aprovecha de aquí. No, no puede ser esta. Está demasiado lejos.
That way?
We're under attack.
Pues igual continuamos por aquí arriba. Vamos a por el último jefe.
Let's see.
All right. Here goes nothing. Get ready. All right. Here goes nothing.
¿Qué es este de aquí?
What the traitor?
junto a todas las tropas en esta bandera. Y ya
It's
está.
over. I've defeated your champion. Now lay down your weapons or die.
Venimos aquí con estos y
Chieftain, the
pillamos esto.
outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Now let's hope those knock marauders are as vicious as Gore said they are.
Todos los merodeadores han muerto. Los he matado, así que no hay ninguno que me pueda ayudar. Sin embargo, sí que los puedo reclutar, que están aquí. Que ya estoy casi en límite de población.
Yes.
We're under attack!
Hacemos esto para acabar. Están atacando por abajo. Fuera de aquí. Subes a las torres.
Chieftain, the outpost has been built. Our borders have expanded.
Y bueno, mientras atacan abajo, yo ataco por arriba. Se puede entrar por aquí, creo.
Here we go.
Yeah. Right away.
Mira, ya viene a defenderse. Subes esta torre. Ups.
Yes.
Continuamos con lanceros. No, lanceros no. Saqueadores, que vengan rápido. Estamos ya en la base principal. Que, hostia, tienen trolls. Vale, el lancero está por este. De cabeza. Metemos forma de lobo. Hasta que cubre un poquito, ¿eh? Tener otro troll casi seguro. Curamos. Creo que me deja tropas por ahí perdidas en las bases. Que me deja unos cuantos. ¿Esto qué es? Caja superior. Vamos a por él. Es una casa principal.
Yes.
Poco a durar general.
Get ready.
Keep you shielded.
Me faltaba el vagabundo, creo, ¿no?
It's done. His Cal is destroyed.
But where's Krell?
Hiding, I guess. Just as...
Enough.
Elder Zilrak, where is Krell?
In the pit, there shall be no more bloodshed. He will now face you as he should have from the start.
Claro, ahora.
Will he? So far all he's done is run.
Well, he can't anymore. This is Zarek's will, and he knows it. Follow me.
Fine. Lead the way.
Ahora que ya hemos terminado con toda la ciudad. Hemos perdido control de todas las bases. Me falta por hacer el desconocido, que está aquí abajo. Que se me ha olvidado.
Sure.
Are you sure this isn't a trap?
I am. Zilrak is the eldest priest of the Fire Wielders. He's been opposing Krell from the start.
It is time, Krell. There will be no more bloodshed among our own, but a duel. as it should have taken place hours ago if you hadn't run.
This is ridiculous. He allied himself with the Paleskins.
There can be no wisdom without strength, and no strength without wisdom. You know the traditions.
Fuck the traditions! Zarek's fangs. I'm Krell. I'm your High Chieftain. And this piece of filth is a traitor! You hear me? A traitor!
You're the traitor, Krell. You never cared for the fate of our people. This was about you and your pride from the start.
¿Y si le
Now,
atacamos entre
unless you're
todos?
the coward I think you are, face me.
Coward! Me! Weren't you the one who left your blood sister in that cave to rot?
Careful.
Why? Don't you want your pale-skinned friends to know? I wonder why.
All right. Enough of the talking. Face me.
Vamos ahí, combate uno para uno.
It has begun. Don't intervene.
Transformate en oso. En oso no, en lobo, quiero decir.
Bloody traitor! You won't get away with it! Ah! Balrak, I'll crush you! Zarek!
And it's done. Gore, by Zarek's blood, by his fire, and by his will, I hereby proclaim you the new High Chieftain of the Fire Wielders.
Thank you. I know many of you have lost kin today. It was a battle that could have been avoided. But it was necessary. And as the struggle tells, we will come forth as a stronger people. I did this for you.
Era obvio que iba a haber vítores. Vítores.
Yes?
Hay que hablar con quién más.
Thank you, TAHAR.
Con este, con
You
Gore
made this
precisamente.
possible.
Hiciste lo
You
correcto.
don't have to thank me. You prevented a war.
Yes.
Y vamos a hablar con el vagabundo, a ver qué
No.
es.
One more question, though. What do you fight for? I know it has something to do with the Shapers, since you opened the gate to their city. But why? What for?
We're trying to stop the bloodburn. We've made camp in the lost city of Mullendir, and it seems that we need 2 Shaper relics to continue our search. But without troops, we can't get them. One of them is in the middle of the Black Sea, the other one in Aeonir's Blade.
Interesting. All right. As promised, you will have our help. I'll choose some of our best warriors and craftsmen, and we'll join you in Mullendir. I will be there too. I want to know who I'm fighting with. Until then, TAHAR. And may your blood never boil.
Bueno, ¿y mi compañera dónde está?
Interesting.
Haciendo los portafuegos, hace bloquear los portafuegos de adelante, poder seleccionarlos para que su sujeto te acompañe en el combate. ¿Estos mensajes me salían cuando desbloquean los otros? Creo que no. ¿De una mano? 2 manos. Esta está muy bien. Lanza molesta. Voy a cogerme esto y se la voy a equipar a TAHAR. Ahí estamos. Y vamos a buscar al vagabundo, a ver qué quiere. Creo que está mal colocada la cámara porque me estoy volviendo un poco loco. Ahí está la entrada, creo. Aquí está. Me he hecho un buen ejército para entrar a la base del Krell. Y... Buah, no me acordaba que había que pillar los 2 orbes. Entonces, tras pillar los 2 moldes, habrá que invocar a un moldeador de esos. Y tras eso, pues, acabar con el hervor de la sangre, intuyo. No sé quién será el malo. A lo mejor puede ser que hasta esté vivo el padre todavía.
So, what's the plan?
Vamos a reunirnos en la puerta. Y nos siguen todavía los jabalineros estos.
What do you want?
Vamos para adentro.
Few people know that there is a reason for Bargagor's lifelessness. As though covered by an arcane veil, the mountain and its surrounding wasteland bear a...
Wait a moment.
What is it?
The strange human I've been telling you about. The one with the powerful aura. I think he is here, along with something else.
Something else?
Yes. Let's be careful.
Ellen's reins. These goblins were mutilated. What creature would do such a thing?
Well, Bargagor isn't the most hospitable place on Io. So the answer is... Mini.
Martillo 2 manos. Wow. Estoy haciendo un montón de equipo de 2 manos para este. Tiene 10% de daño como salud, que está muy bien. Vamos a probar este primero, el daño negro. ¿Cuánto hace de daño negro? ¿Se puede ver?
Did you hear that?
Yes. And I'm a shit.
What in blazes are you doing here? Get out! Kill that thing! Now!
Pues lo ha matado. Vale. Y ya está.
Come on, don't die on us now.
Ah, pues no ha muerto, lo estamos levantando.
Shit. Shit! What did you do?
¿Salvarte la vida?
Save your life?
Oh, really? Well, thanks for nothing, sir, hero. I invoked that demon. The Devourer.
You? Why?
To share a shrub of fucking grapes with her. To fight her, damn it! What did you think?
¿Contra ella?
Her?
Yeah, I know that thing doesn't look like your average sailor man's fantasy. But according to the Encyclopedia Sinistra, Devourers only ever possess women. Thus the pronoun.
You summoned a demon to fight it?
Well, for that magic you carry in you, you certainly know shit about demonology. You're not a scholar, I take it?
I was a battle mage. Royal Army.
Figures. To learn how to control a demon race, you first need to fight it. Tame it, as we say. And guess what? That's just what I was trying to do until you popped in and nullified the fucking ritual.
¿Esta masacre fue cosa del devorador?
We found a bunch of mutilated goblins further up the cave. Did the Devourer do this?
Yeah. I had some difficulties while casting the ritual, let's put it that way. A demon doesn't always show up where you want to conjure him. Sometimes when they sense something else near the gate, they simply materialize right there. In her case, it was the goblins.
That was foolish. She might have left the cave and gone rampant in the cows.
Well, she didn't, did she? And even if that would have been the case, you orcs know how to handle yourselves in battle.
Cuéntame más cosas sobre el proceso de domesticar.
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about the process of taming a demon?
What am I, your bloody teacher? Go read a book.
¿Quién eres?
So, you just came to this cave in Bargagor to battle a demon?
Why should I tell you?
Eres un poco antipático.
You're the brooding type, aren't you?
No. I just don't get why 4 strangers who just fucking interrupted my ritual now think I'm gonna tell them all about my life. Don't you have, I don't know, somewhere to go?
Nos vendría bien con tus
We could
habilidades.
use someone with your talents.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not a mercenary. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Can we...
Save your breath, Tahar. He's not worth it.
Wait, Tahar? As in... Shit. You're his son? The betrayer's child?
I am.
Huh. That's unexpected. What in blazes are you doing here? I mean, shouldn't you be up in Greykeep with all your royal friends?
I should, but things happened. You want to hear the story?
Yeah, I think I do. The Bloodburn. Huh. Am I the only one who finds it fucking ironic that the leader of the Purity of Light is trying to save mankind?
Lo creas o no, están haciendo cosas buenas, tienes razón, es irónico.
Well, Kane saved my life, and I owe him. That's all this is.
Makes sense. You know, I've always been somewhat fascinated by your father.
Era un belicista.
Fascinated? He was a warmonger.
Well, yeah, his methods were questionable, but he was damn right about everything he said. He saw this whole shit show coming before anyone else did.
You mean the persecution of mages?
Yeah. It has never been a secret that the people fear what they don't know, is it? It was only a question of time until that fucking hatred would pop open like a blister full of pus. Your father, Isamo TAHAR, saw that coming and tried to stop it from happening. He had the guts to do what other people were too afraid to do.
Su propósito era justo, pero sus métodos equivocados.
Well, his goal was right, but his methods were wrong.
Yeah, the war is never pretty. Anyway, your story is as intriguing as your father's, I'll give you that. And since I don't exactly have many obligations, I'll take you up on your offer. If it still stands.
Why the sudden change of mind?
I told you. I like the idea of working with Isamo TAHAR's living heir. And also I'm curious about what there is to this Bloodburn.
Well then, welcome aboard.
Thanks. We can also talk once we reach that city of yours. Mullendir, wasn't it? You said it's in Iskander?
Yes. But just wait at the border of Bargagor. We'll join you once we've done what we came here to do.
Sounds great. Let me just...
Sure.
Vale, pues ya hemos terminado con este. No sé si hay algo más en esta cueva que ver. Aparte de este obelisco.
Blasted armor.
Vamos a investigar un poco a ver qué tal.
Will do.
Y en la entrada. Más goblins mutilados. Y una pequeña guarida de goblins. Vale. Que nos han dado una espada, una daga. Sin color.
Let's see.
Y sin color también. ¿Aquí hay algo más? Yo creo que estaba pensado para que esto fuera la primera misión que hubiese hecho yo. Luego quizás la de los humanos y luego quizás ya para acabar la de los elfos. En dificultad yo diría que fue así. ¿Qué hay en este cofre? ¿Se puede hablar con este otra vez? No. Únicamente dice... Ah. Entonces hay que salir ya de aquí. Aquí está la salida. E irnos.
Now would you look at that?
Luego de nivel al tipo este, únicamente a este se puede subir. Uno de constitución. Se le puede poner otra cosa aparte de un báculo. No sé si puede ponerle armas de 2 manos. Estaría bien, ¿eh? O incluso estos. Estas armas. Porque a fin de cuentas es un mago, pero lo estoy usando como melee.
In the shadow of the eponymous mountain lies the wasteland referred to as the Foot of Bargagor. It is home to the Orcish tribe called the Firewielders, as well as to many unforgiving beasts, from the undead to demons. While most travelers stay away from Bargagor for this very reason, the Firewielders cherish their homeland's perils. According to Orcish culture...
Yes?
Y ya de aquí nos vamos. Hay que irse ya, habrá que irse a Mulandir y seguir con el plan de la misión principal. De hecho, allí es donde nos lleva, ¿no? Directamente, por lo que veo. Mulandir. No Mulandir, Mulandir. Qué mal llevo el acento. Bueno, pues ya tenemos a los portafuegos también aquí arriba. Otro logro desbloqueado, jefe.
Here we are again. This place still gives me the chills.
Well, at least we now have our new orcish friends to delight us with their company.
Que se han
You
puesto
don't
aquí
seem
arriba.
happy about this.
I just don't like the idea of putting my fate into the hands of these savages. What happened there at Barga Gore was nothing short of a bloodbath.
Revolts tend to be bloody.
I know, but never mind.
In any case, with our new allies, we should be able to go look for the stones. Let's talk at the forge.
Pues eso, es lo que toca ahora. Vamos a hablar primero con los orcos.
There you are again. Gore's new friend. I truly hope he knows what he's doing. Orcs following the orders of a pale skin. That hasn't happened before. But, to be fair, you've given me little reason to distrust you. You did great in that battle against Krell.
Thank you. So you're the commander of the Fire Wielders?
Chieftain. And I serve Gore, our High Chieftain, who follows your advice. In other words, I'm the third down the list. Mainly, I'm here to make sure our warriors stay in shape and are well equipped. And if you're willing to invest some coin, I might even come up with a way to permanently increase their strength.
Quiero entrenar portafuegos.
Can you tell me more about the Fire Wielders?
Well, since Gore is now our High Chieftain, he's the one you should talk to. But I'll do my best.
¿Cómo ha afectado el borde de sangre a los orcos?
It still does. For some reason, not as often as in human lands. But nonetheless, and when it hit, it did so with full force. There were 2 outbreaks among the Fire Wielders, and every time, the affected died within a couple of days. The Kayran clan was hit the hardest.
Interesting. I wonder why the races react so differently.
Well, I'm a warrior, not a shaman or an elder. You'll have to find out yourself.
¿Cómo afectaron las guerras mágicas a los
The Mage
orcos?
Wars. How did they affect the orcs?
Hardly. Some tribes, like the Fleshkins and the Ash Reavers, used the chance to invade your lands, as you've noticed in that Iskander village, Farland's Hope. Apart from that, we just stood out of it. Though, of course, we had our own sack of problems to deal with, such as idiots like Krell.
Quiero preguntar algo más.
I want to train the Fire Wielders.
Los precios. ¿Serán igual? 6.000 y 4.500. Pues son 3.000 también. Pero no me interesa. Este báculo es nuevo. A ver, este báculo es del tipo al que se lo he quitado. A este, a color. Se lo voy a volver a ver. Y quiero ver sus habilidades. Es que seguía mucho por la magia y también por esto. Es mágico, no sé por qué le he metido fuerza. Estoy un poco tonto. A ver, este es... ¿Este vale como escudo? No creo, ¿no? Aumenta variablemente tu salud máxima. Este no sé exactamente lo que es. Es un guerrero, sí, pero... qué raro. Cuéntame, implemente tu salud máxima. Quedan 2 puntos de habilidad. Y ya está. Aplicamos. Este también puede ser duelista. De hecho, está preparado para ser duelista. Fuerza, le hace falta para llevar esto. A ver cómo quedarían. Vencedor de dragones. Es un arma a 2 manos. Que no se la voy a poner, que está claro. Esto es de una mano. Voy a ponerle esto. Con vista de un martillo. Me voy a poner las katanas. Quiero primero probar a esta pava. Y luego ya probaré a este. Constitución. Sí que ya subí hasta 9. Pero con las mejores armaduras que tengo. Me gusta más esta. Y este igual me gusta más esta. No me gusta tanto estas armaduras. Y ya está. Vamos a hablar con este tipo. Con Uram. Que está ahí en una pose un poco extraña. Con las piernas dobladas. Tipo medicinal de hielo.
Yes.
Pero esta porque quiero llevarme a esta en el próximo viaje. Para probarla. Luego me llevaré a este también para probarlo. Que por cierto quiere hablar conmigo.
Yes, Corporal. How can I help?
Ah, pues no.
Goodbye.
Adiós.
What do you want?
Just checking how you're settling in.
I'm good. Thanks. Interesting place you found yourself here. I'll give you that.
¿Puedes contarme algo más sobre el ritual
Back
demoníaco?
in the cave, you told me that you fought that demon in order to gain control over it. I'd still like to know how that works.
It's complicated.
That's it?
For now.
¿Cómo acabaste en Bargagor?
How did you end up in Bargagor?
It's a long story. Suffice to say, I've been on the road for quite some time now. Bargagor just happened to be my last spot before I ran into you. Let's talk about you instead. You've gathered a ton of followers, one outcast after another. Tell me, TAHAR, do you trust them?
Sí.
Of course I do.
Huh. To be honest, I don't understand how you can do it. You have that look about you, and it's driving me nuts.
What do you mean by that?
I've observed you on the way back from Bargagor. The way you move, the way you talk. I get why other people follow your lead. I really do. You simply have some kind of strange charisma. It's not visible at first glance, but it's there. You give people hope. I guess that's what it boils down to. You attract outsiders, and you get them to march under your banner.
How is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing because you're too careless. All these people, did it ever occur to you that they're outsiders for a reason? The treacherous orc, the renegade elf, the exiled dwarf? Still, you trust them. Even if you put your stern face on, I can see that you do. That's why people follow you. But trust doesn't protect from betrayal. But let's stop this right here, okay? I'm sure you have things to do, and so do I.
Pues muy bien, tío. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? A ver.
Now would you...
Huh?
¿Puedes contarme algo más sobre tu oficio?
Can you tell me more about your craft? about demonology.
And why's that? Thinking about a career change?
No, curiosidad.
I'm just curious.
Are you? I hope you do realize that demonology isn't a forbidden school for no reason. Most people who mess with it die. But sure, if you have questions, ask.
Let's start with the basics. What's the core principle of demonology?
It's simple. You study demons and their powers, and bind them to your will. And thus you gain access to their powers. Take a devourer. Once you've studied and subdued her to your will, you can access her strength. And I'm not talking about merely summoning her. You can channel her powers.
¿Y cómo puedes canalizar esos poderes?
How is that supposed to work? Channeling their powers.
Hard to describe. Just imagine that the demon becomes a part of you. You connect it with your magic, so to speak. And when needed, you can call on it to help you. It's not just the power that comes with it. It's also the feeling. Channeling the essence of a Zarek Nar, a tribe eater. It's a feeling that compares to nothing else in this world. You can't understand it till you've done it.
Bueno, chavales, vamos a dejarlo en esta conversación. En el próximo capítulo seguiremos e iremos ya a lo que es la forja para ver cómo continuar con la campaña. Y nada más, si os está gustando, like, comentáis y suscribíos. Tenemos ya a 7 compañeros. 6, conmigo 7. Y esto va para adelante. No sé cuántos más se añadirán al grupo. Es una pena, realmente una pena que limite a 4. Pero ¿qué se va a hacer? Nada más, chavales, hasta la próxima. Chao.